everyone. So I'm gonna be vlogging my last month push for the LSAT Flex, which will be happening during the week of November 7th. Which is kind of news for me because the original date was November 14th, and I had been slacking on researching my LSAT Flex. So I was just doing it right now and realized that the exam is actually split in between 4 days for you to choose from, and you get to sign up for it and like with the time that you want to take it at. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing right now as part of my preparation for this exam that I've been studying for quite a long time now. But yep, this is video number 1. I will be updating y'all how I am studying for the LSAT Flex during my last month. Maybe this is a little too real, but also a lot of stress eating. Yep. Hey everyone, so update number 2. I just finished planning out my LSAT week, which is a new tactic I'm gonna be trying. I read some articles about like high intensity studying and then like lower intensity studying. So I decided to schedule myself for morning and afternoon LSAT sessions, Monday through Friday with an exam Saturday with review on Sunday. This last week I only studied 2 days of the week, and so now I'm gonna go full on week study just to try and like relax my brain, but then still get in those necessary study habits that I need for the exam. So I will be studying that. It's the first time I try it out. Probably not a good idea to try out a new technique, but I think this would be helpful either way. I'm still practicing problems, which is what I've been doing for the past months, and I was getting a little burnt out about that, so trying out something new. Hey everyone, so I just realized that I never really explained more the reason why I wanted to do the high intensity versus lower intensity intervals in studying, and like why I was feeling a little burnt out during my studying. And it's just because I'm not just studying for the LSAT like solely. I'm also applying to law schools right now. As you may have noticed from my previous video, I was visiting schools to apply to, and I'm doing that right now. I also doing a service here with the Marine Corps, so I kind of work a 9 to 5 volunteer, a 9 to 5 job. So it's just been a lot to continue studying for a big amount of times, and also giving time to my applications, my personal statements, everything. So it's been a lot. So I really wanted to just kind of explain why I probably look tired in all my videos, and why I chose to kind of try that new technique of doing high interval studying versus low interval studying. Yeah, I'll update you guys more about how that's going tomorrow. Hump day. Anyways, so today's Wednesday. It's like 7 in the morning. I have been doing my morning and afternoon sessions these last few days. I did not finish yesterday's because I had to go into the office in the morning, and yeah, so I'm a little behind on that front. Overall, like I don't feel like I'm like doing anything crazy special, but like dedicating it like an LSAT week has definitely kind of made sure that I have done it in the past. Like when I was experiencing burnout, I would just kind of not feel like studying, and then I wouldn't do it. But since I made a plan, like want to check off those days, I've actually been doing it. So I guess in that sense it has been helpful. I'm thinking I'm gonna want to tweak it for my next LSAT week, or just make sure that every time I sit down I am going through the section like entirely without taking any breaks. Because right now when I'm just studying, I tend to do 2 questions and then like kind of sit back and like stare off into space, and like that's not something I'm going to be doing during the exam. So I need to just try to make sure that I am doing exactly like during the time interval that's going to be, so that I can prepare for testing conditions, since I'm like I'm about like 20 days out from the exam date, so that's something that I'm just kind of like, I'm trying to tighten my circles, you know, just trying to make sure everything's happening as it should. So yeah, keep you guys updated. Hey everyone, so I wanted to explain a little bit about my LSAT journey so far. I've been kind of hinting at the fact that this is my second time I'm taking the LSAT, and that, you know, I've been feeling burnt out, that I've been sitting for months. I just kind of wanted to explain kind of what I meant by that. So I took my first LSAT July 2019. I took a Blueprint LSAT prep class like a month before the exam date, and I started class a week before my finals week at UCLA that year, so that was kind of problematic from the start. I was thinking that, like, oh, I would go in fresh, I would kind of just, you know, be ready, prepared, since I just learned everything and I was gonna be ready for it. But I kind of realized throughout that experience that although the Blueprint class was helpful in understanding the exam and like really reinforcing techniques to how to answer certain question types, it was kind of just a beginner. It was like a beginning course. Like, I wasn't quite ready to take the exam yet. That was for me just a way to learn about it, and then kind of study and like be prepared to do it. But either way, I had already signed up for the exam, so I went ahead and did it because that was the first paperless LSAT that there was, and they had kind of offered the fact, like, if you take the exam and you don't like your score, you can cancel it and get a free waiver to take the LSAT at a different time. So I was kind of like, all right, so like everybody was, the talk of the day was like, you know, you're not gonna lose anything from taking this exam. So I took it, kind of treated it like another practice exam, although I was kind of hoping that I would get a miraculous score and not have to take it again. That's not what happened. So I definitely didn't get a score that was like terrible, but it was not at all like what I wanted. So I canceled my score. The fee waiver was until April, so I was kind of like, okay, I have time to study and like take it by April from the fee waiver. So I graduated in March 2020, so I figured that I would take the last one, like April, and I would start studying about May and kind of just keep at it. But COVID happened, so I just like, and then like there was the like discrepancy of like what was gonna happen with the LSAT, and then I was pretty busy my last quarter, busier than I thought it was gonna be, so I did not end up using that fee waiver. So that kind of left me with a canceled score and no fee waiver, and with the necessity of taking the LSAT again. So I started studying for the second time in March. I kind of wanted to. I was hoping to do the June exam, but there was still like the talk of the LSAT Flex, and I was really trying to avoid it just because at home, I know that I wasn't going to be able to like do my best. So that's something that still makes me a little nervous because I am going to be taking the exam at home. But I just, you know, came to the point where I can't avoid the LSAT Flex. You know, COVID right now is indefinite, so the LSAT Flex kind of is indefinite. There was no guarantee that there'll be an in-person exam, so I decided to go for it. And so I've been studying for this second LSAT exam technically since March, but really since like May. And so that's why I've been kind of talking about feeling burnt out, because it's been months now that I've been studying. And yeah, that's why I've been trying new techniques, because I want to make sure that I'm not getting that I'm not burnt out days the exam, or that I'm not like losing the skills that I've picked up. I definitely have already been consistently scoring at a higher score than I had the first time. But yeah, I'm still kind of a little bit nervous, but that's why I'm dedicating the time and the effort to try and do my best for this exam. So that's a little bit about my background with the LSAT. Hopefully clearing up anything I had not been clear on. If you had any other questions, or I just kind of didn't explain anything, feel free to like ask me. I definitely don't mind sharing. Just let me know. Hey everyone, so just kind of want to do a disclaimer, or just kind of really put it out there. You know, this is like my process, like raw process that I'm showing you guys. I have not finished this. I'm not there yet, you know. I'm like just kind of saying as I learn, or like just sharing what I'm doing and what I'm going through. So, you know, don't like tips or what have you that I'm saying, or like whatever I'm doing, like don't assume that like that's the correct way to do it. I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just learning as I go, and I just really wanted to share this process because it's difficult for like a Latina to be going through all of this without much help. So I just wanted to kind of show it, and like no, like more for the purpose of like kind of showing that you're not alone in this process, and like it is difficult, but you know, it's possible too. So yeah, that's kind of the real point of like everything that I'm doing. I'm not really trying to say that I'm some sort of expert or anything, so take everything I do and what you see on my channel with a grain of salt. Hey everyone, so today is Thursday. I talked yesterday about how I did not finish problems from the day before, and then like last night I also did not do my afternoon session, and I'm sitting here this morning technically like prepared to do this morning session, but I decided I'm not going to do it. In fact, I'm going to cut my LSAT week short. I'm still going to be taking an LSAT practice exam on Saturday. I've been taking like exams on paper because that's just the material I had, but this weekend I'm going to be taking an online exam, and any other exams I take from now on are going to be online since the exam is online. Yeah, I decided that I'm going to cut it short just because I feel like it's definitely been an intense couple of days. I'm studying more than I have in the last like this month has been the whole like Burnout series, and I was just kind of reading some blogs. I'll leave the links in the description box below. But yeah, I was just kind of realizing recovering from burnout is way more important than like trying to like do these random problems, like, you know, that at the end of the day doesn't mean anything because I already know the material that I know, and this is just kind of to like work the muscles of the LSAT. But yeah, let's not burn out, let's not break those muscles. I'm going to be taking a break. Next week will just be 2 days. I think what I'm planning on doing is not studying for today or tomorrow, taking the exam Saturday morning, reviewing it of course Sunday, and then during the week, those 2 days that I choose, since the LSAT Flex is 3 sections, no breaks, I'm going to do that. So 2 days of like 3 sections, no breaks, just to kind of mimic that, because I've been taking exams that are still the 4 sections with a break in between 2. So I kind of just want to make sure I like at least do the like 3 sections no break once, because I've definitely been like depending on that break after the 2 sections. So if I won't be having that, then that's going to be problematic. So I'm going to try doing that. If anything, I might actually do that also as an LSAT exam one more time before the actual test. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. I know I was going to be like, yay, hurrah, like LSAT week, new technique, yeah. But I mean, it's definitely better to kind of be thoughtful and like change as you go. Don't feel like you should be stuck or like doing what you said you would do. If you feel like you have to change something, then by all means, you know, it's your study habits, it's your life. Change it as you see fit. Yeah, so I'll keep you guys updated. Good morning, everyone. So it's 6:32 in the morning. Today's Saturday. I'm going to be taking the practice LSAT that I was talking about. I wake up this early. I've been waking up this early for the last couple months because I wanted to like get my brain ready. Used to waking up at this time, used to working on the LSAT around 8:30 because that was the time the November 14th LSAT was originally going to be at. I don't know when this one's going to be, but hopefully I can get an early test date, just because this is something, again, I've been preparing for a long time. So right now I usually do like some yoga, journal, read a little bit, warm up my brain. I will also be doing some like maybe 1 or 2 questions of like LR, logic games, reading comp, just like, again, just to like get my brain ready. Then I'll have a good breakfast, and then I'll take the exam. So yeah. everyone. So I finished taking my LSAT exam a little while ago, but I was like just looking at my scores and the averages. So I actually went down again from my last exam, which is another burnout symptom. I'm honestly not too worried. Last time that I got a lower score than my usual, I freaked out. Today I'm not freaking out as much, just because like I straight up did like all the averages and stuff, and like kind of which were my best exams and kind of like where I am, because today was an anomaly. I only got to 2 logic games and I usually always get to 3. Not all 4 of them, sometimes 4, but for sure 3. So the fact that I only got to 2 of them, I was kind of like already expecting a lower score, so that's why I'm not bothered. I do feel a little like pressed for time because I'm so close to the exam date that I'm kind of like, oof, how do I really just make sure that I get the averages that I want and the raw scores that I want? But I'm kind of hopeful because I'm reading comp, I'm really good. So like I've been averaging like 19 out of the questions. Like on a good day I can easily get more questions than that. And then for the logic games, on a good day I usually get to 3 games, and if I get to it, that means I get them right. So I just kind of need to make sure that the online thing did throw me off, so I'm definitely going to be doing online prep from now on, just to get into the flow, like no more paper pencil. Logic reasoning is the one that I'm kind of like, my average is really 15, but to get a really good score I want like it to be 15 or 18, but for the most part I still get a lot of 11s and like 12s, 13s, so that's something I need to figure out. But yeah, keep you guys updated. Hey everyone, so I just kind of wanted to end the vlog because I realized it's getting too long, and for this last week I really didn't study at all. Like straight up, I was doing this like factory reset. It's kind of how I called it in my head, where I'm kind of going to sleep around 10 and then just waking up whenever my body wakes up, still before 9 a.m. because that's when I start work. But yeah, so maybe do a part 2 where I show kind of maybe the day before the LSAT Flex, the day of, and my score, I guess, or how I feel after. So it'll be much shorter, and this is just kind of leading up to the exam. I'm still about 2 weeks out, I think, so I'm not really paying attention anymore. Sorry y'all, my last video got cut off, but I just wanted to say thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a bit hectic, but that's kind of what studying for the LSAT Flex is. But give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you're not. Hope you all have a great day.